All right, hi everybody. I am already partially done. I did all my face stuff and my eyebrows because I'm not confident in how I do my eyebrows yet. If anyone has any good advice for a place to get them shaped, because you might be able to tell if you're an eyebrow person, but they just don't match. They're not twins. They're like maybe cousins. Anyways, I already have my face on, and just so you know, I started with Benefit Puff Off because I get puffy under my eyes. If I go like this, you can see it. So I'll stay like this. Then I use Benefit. This is one of the few brands I'm kind of a fangirl of. I use this for my primer. Then I color correct with Styla. It's creams up here for color correcting, and then shadows, or powders, I guess would be the better word. And then Smashbox for my powder foundation. I haven't really switched to a liquid yet because, I don't know, I just don't feel like I blend it very well, and I'm afraid to have a different color neck than face. So I stick with powder so there's more room for error. And then my very favorite thing ever, part of my peach set, has a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. And I love it. And then I finish it off with setting powder. This is from Palladio. And setting spray from Urban Decay. And then, just so you know, I did my eyebrows with Anastasia brow pomade, the clear mascara for setting the brows, and then I also used, which brand is this? Benefit brow pencil for just the finer details. And one last thing before I start, I actually did try one thing last night from Younique, and I'm super impressed. I tried their Shine Wipes. I have an issue with dry skin, and because of it I get really, really oily. And I've been trying these ones I got from the Korean market, H Mart in Carrollton for my Texas runs, and they smell good, but they're just as drying as the other stuff I used. And last night I used this to get the rest of my eye makeup off, and then I used it this morning because I had 2 minutes to get ready because I took too long like giving my kids Valentine's presents. And I did this and didn't have time to moisturize, which I normally don't do, but my face didn't feel dried out. So, so far the one thing I've tried, super impressed, would recommend. This is $20. And if you want to buy from me later, you can, but I mean, like I said, I'm not officially sure I'm really going to sell, but I might. I mean, if everything is as awesome as this. So, now what I'm going to do, I'm actually planning on showing you my live reaction to how the palette works, whether there's a lot of makeup fallout where you're finding like the little bits all over your cheeks later, or if it's pigmented enough, like if you have to put like 15 layers on and you look ridiculous, like we'll see the quality. And the one I'm nervous about is the 3D lash system, because truly it's only supposed to be 3 steps. You do gel, you do fibers, then you do gel again to set it. But Angel, my sponsor, she did several extra steps with a blow dryer and all this stuff, so I'm hoping I can do it with 3 because I've never used it before. So this will be a very good indication if this is user-friendly for people that don't have a lot of makeup experience, because I usually use, which one is this one? Benefit. They're real, and I really can't layer it so I don't get great brows. And I can tell you, I suck at fake eyelashes. I've tried it, and I'm just not good at it. They don't set, they fall off. It's terrible. So, without further ado, I'm going to start by priming. This is super important for people that do eyeshadow. If you don't want to sweat it off or get oily, or if you just want it to stay and to be as bright as it actually looks, I use Urban Decay. And you only need a little bit. I have like this much. This will do for both eyes. I don't have a primer yet from Younique. I only have a few things, but you put that on, and there we go. And there's really not that much on. It's just kind of like a sticky base. This is really, it's really thick, and now make sure your eyeshadow sticks to it. Okay, there's several different ways to put on your colors. I am a fan of doing light first. I know Angel likes to do darker ones first. It's just the way I do it. No right or wrong, I think, as long as you are happy with how you look. So I'm going to start with Tender, the light color down here, and I'm going to do my inner eye, and up kind of underneath my eye socket here, sort of. I don't know if there's a prettier word for it. This is just kind of like a highlighter. And some people do it all the way up to here, but I feel like it looks ridiculous on me. Maybe I have more space between most people up here, but I don't think it looks good. And then I'm also gonna take my little tiny eyeliner brush and do this right underneath as well, just a little bit. It's not going to be super obvious. It's just gonna brighten underneath my eyes. There we go, maybe a little bit in the corner. There we go. Light is done. Now I'm going to take, oh, by the way, these are Sigma brushes. There was a store in Mall of America that sold these. You can also order them online. I haven't tried any Younique brushes yet to tell you honestly what I think, but I love Sigma. I can tell you that much. So I'm going to take a regular eyeshadow brush, and this will be my main color. I don't usually wear blues. I don't feel like it works, but I'm gonna try it today since this is blues and browns, and I've done a heck of a lot of browns. I love browns. So I'm gonna do Cheerful. It's kind of a teal color that Erilyn said was Miss Strange's favorite color. So this is in honor of Mrs. Strange on Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. All right, so this might be a bit dark, especially considering I have a elementary Valentine's party today. Don't wanna go in with a night look. Well, I can apply it lightly. Okay, first of all, very pigmented. I barely put any on this brush, and already this. And I'm applying this so lightly right now. Okay, so yeah, this is something you could definitely do an evening look with if you wanted. Because, yeah. Okay. Very cool. I'm glad you like it, Katie. This palette it's really pretty. I usually don't do blues. I think blues look better on other eye colors, honestly. I have green or brown or hazel eyes depending on the day, so I like purples and browns and stuff. Sometimes I even get real froggy and put some green on. So yeah, so far I would say very, very pigmented, which is good. These run $49, which is kind of the high end for the middle end of palettes. Oh, let me show you for a minute. Let me just interrupt and show you my resume of palettes and why I'm qualified to review these. These are all of my palettes. I have a lot. I don't know if I'm doing a great job of showing it. So I know my palettes. I can really give you a good review on a lot. Okay, so I have my base color in, and now I'm gonna have to try to be really careful because if this is pretty pigmented, I don't want to go in there looking like I'm ready for hanging out on corners, because it's a kindergarten and second grade party that I'm going to today. So now I'm going to do the darker color, the Triumphant, on the end. I'm going to put this in my outer corners, just a little bit into the crease, and then I'm going to go back in with a different brush to blend it. This is considered a pencil, but it's kind of like, I don't know, like a little bud, sort of what it reminds me of for the shape. I think it's really good for getting in the corners and still having a lot of control, because you don't want to go completely crazy with your dark color. Unless you want a smoky eye, like a really smoky eye. There we go. Alright. And we got that. And I mean, I went really, really light on this. Like I said, elementary school today. But I'm still gonna blend it. And so then I have a tapered blending brush. It's really, really soft, and the fibers of the brush aren't packed really tight, so it's easier for like gentle blending. So I do that, and I kind of do it all over the whole thing because there's not so much eyeshadow on that I'm concerned that it's gonna kind of ruin my setup. I'm just blending the edges. I don't want a clear demarcation of light to dark and medium to light and stuff. So do that, and then after vigorous blending, I see no fallout. So far I'm giving it an A+. No fallout. There's good pigmentation. 2 products I'm impressed with Younique so far. Very cool. Okay, and that's all I'm gonna do for that part. Now I need to put my eyeliner on, hopefully quickly, because I like liquid liner. It's kind of like a little inkwell. This is just Revlon. This is like the cheapest brand that I use for anything, but I've been using it since high school. And it's temperamental. Some days it goes on perfectly and I have this wicked cat eye going on, but some days it's just like that. So hopefully it'll go quickly since we're doing this live, because I'm not doing mascara without eyeliner. That would look ridiculous. All right. And it's so quiet in here because my kids are at school. It's almost unnerving. I consider putting music on in the background during this, but I'm like, am I setting a weird romantic vibe? So, like that. Little bit of a wing. Good enough. I can always touch it up later. Just trying to get this on quickly so I can get to the big, unique 3D fiber lash thing. That's what they kind of based the whole company off of. I think that might have been the only thing they sold initially. All right, almost done. And then we'll get one more review. All right, wing. All right, are they even? Hardly, holy moly. It has been kind of a day for me. I got home from school. I had a lab this morning that I went with no face on so I could do this one. And it's raining here today in Texas, so I wore boots. Well, the boots had no traction at all, so I slipped in my garage and fell and hurt my hand. I'll survive. And then after that, I couldn't do my hair. I planned on doing like a cute braid thing. Didn't happen. So, of course, my eyeliner is going to be wonky. All right, so moving on. This is called the transplanting gel. You put it on first so you have a sticky base for your fibers to stick to. Really excited to see what this looks like. Okay, so we'll start with the base. Okay. This is almost like a normal mascara right now. I know Angel mentioned before that sometimes she'll just put this on and go, and I can see how that would work. Oh, thanks, Brie. My hair is tolerable today. This is what I did yesterday, and I try not to do the same hairstyles like repeatedly and become like a cartoon character with like a set wardrobe and hair and stuff. But the braid was not happening. Okay, and then while it's still wet, you're supposed to put on the fibers, so see what this looks like. Oh, it looks crazy. I don't know how well you can see. Hold on, don't want to flick you off. Okay, well, basically, it's really fuzzy looking. It almost looks like a dust bunny or something, or like, I don't know what. All right, so yeah, I can see tons of little tiny fibers. I'll try to get closer. Hopefully you guys like a close-up of my pores. And wow, this is really interesting. A little bit of it came off, but I know that is normal. I really don't know when to stop with this either. Okay. Well, already, before I even put the setting stuff on, it's better than my normal mascara. And if I felt like redoing half of my face, I would put my normal mascara on to compare. Maybe I'll do it a different day. So now we have to do the setting. And, aw, thanks, Mary. My cousin Mary is the sweetest person ever. Okay. And, all right. Well, I could use some more practice because you can see there's some of it clumped a little bit, but it's not real bad for how much like length and fullness I'm getting. I'm gonna grab, I need a metal one of these is what I need. I've seen people with these and apparently metal's the thing to do. So I'll try to brush out a little bit to see if I can declump a bit. Okay, for a first time, not bad. Not amazing yet, but I think this is the type of thing you gotta kind of practice to be good at. It's definitely giving me length and fullness. So that is cool. Oh, that's lash. That's fibers. Okay, so we'll try eye number 2 and see what we think of this one. And the mascara for both of these is $29, FYI. So, okay, start with the transplanting gel. And make sure you get this all nice and damp. I won't say the M word, it's disgusting. But we don't want it dry. All right. What's everybody doing for Valentine's Day tonight? We had ours last night. We saw 50 Shades of Grey, darker. Jesse tolerated it. I loved it. We went to Gloria's, which is a Latin type restaurant around here, because I am still fully in love with all of the delicious food in Texas. All my Minnesota friends, you don't even know Mexican food. You think you do, but you don't. Borracho beans are my newest obsession. Oh my God, it's so good. So tonight is a mellow at home night. Oh, you're working, Brie? Oh well, maybe people will be nice to you. Whenever I had to work on Valentine's Day, people were usually decent. Not like Mother's Day. That's the worst day to work. Okay. So, putting on my fibers. I think I'm getting a little better at it because this side doesn't seem to be clumping like the other side did. I think this is something that takes a little bit of practice, but it's not a sharp learning curve because, I mean, from this side to this side. Put a little bit on the bottom. Not going for so much of a twiggy look, but you know. Alright. And I believe, I could be wrong, that you can do several layers of these. But I'm probably going to take it easy for the first day. And I'll just keep experimenting with it. And so I think actually I'm supposed to set this dry. Maybe that's part of it. Dan's not the romance guy. We'll be home. Oh, Danny. Jesse's not super romantic, but I've broken him in. I mean, most of those palettes I showed you guys from my resume were from him recently. And he did sit through 50 Shades of Grey with me. I mean, tolerating something for your wife is like the most romantic thing ever, right? All right, we're gonna do our setting. All right. Finish this off. Yeah, okay, I like this mascara, guys. My other stuff does like what this I did with clumping, but worse whenever I try to layer it on. And I like thick, full lashes. If I could do fake eyelashes, I'd wear them every day. But this is a much more like reasonable thing. I mean, they're your own lashes. And like I said, I think you can layer it on. And I probably will try that like maybe tomorrow or something. And I think if you do the whole blow dryer thing that I was talking about before, where you do like a blast of hot and a blast of cold type thing to like really set them in place, then you can get even better results. So see, it's actually, I mean, I really like it. This is something I would pay $29 for. So, reviewing my most favorite product so far, the Shine Wipes. I mean, I mentioned yesterday there's sunflower, olive, jojoba, vitamin E, and rosemary in them. And I'm all about trying to put more natural type things on my skin. And you can kind of see here this breakout I've been having. I tried the oil cleansing method. It's not working out for me. So I'm probably going to try more of their skin line. Breaking in. Did this 50 Shades of Grey follow the book at all? It did, pretty much. It skipped around here and there, but the main plot line was followed in 50 Shades of Grey. And then runner up, I'd say the mascara. I really like how dark it is, especially in here. And honestly, even though this is not my #1 most favorite, I'm impressed. There's no fallout, very pigmented. I mean, I had to take it easy because I don't want to go to an elementary school with crazy smoky eye going on. So I'm super happy. I like this so far. I mean, I think I'm this much closer to becoming a unique presenter for sure. I need to continue to try the products, make sure it's something I get behind. So I've never become a full-on fangirl of anything. Benefit I love, Tarte I love, and pretty much everything else. I mean, and I don't even love everything from Tarte and Benefit. There's plenty of things that I'm just like, whatever about. but we'll see. So far, Younique is 3 for 3. So thank you guys for watching, and give me any feedback, especially if anybody in Texas knows a good place to get your eyebrows done, because they don't match. They're not even related. So thanks, guys. Bye.